The Toronto Blue Jays are in a playoff race with some really good teams, and there's no denying that the last series against the Texas Rangers, I don't blame the fans for booing them. That was horrific. That was probably one of the worst series they played all year, especially when it was a need to win at least two of those games to keep up with everyone. Welcome to Gillis TV. If you're new to the channel and like anything MLB or NHL related, news, rumors, call-ups, trades, whatever it is, we got it covered here on the channel for you. So like I said, this past series against the Texas Rangers, the Blue Jays didn't show up. The Rangers were all over them offensively. I think the lowest game they had was 6 runs against the Blue Jays was the lowest game for the Rangers this series, and there's no denying that, the Blue Jays struggle, and this new offensive stride they're trying to do with more speed on bases, less home runs, all that is really affecting how this team plays. Now, we'll get into this a little bit as the Blue Jays open up a 3-game crucial series against the Boston Red Sox, who I believe are 6 or 7 games right behind the Blue Jays. So this is still a crucial series because the Blue Jays lose all 3 of these games. Now you got Boston on your tail. Now you're falling out farther from a playoff spot. Luckily, the Blue Jays do have the tiebreaker against the Astros. But you need to win the series. You need to go either 2-1 or 3-0 if you're the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, some roster moves, that's kind of the whole point of this video, is Bowden Francis pitched, I believe it was all 4 games, throwing between 15 and 35 pitches in all 4 games, or in each game. So he has been optioned to AAA. It's probably just a move to get a fresh arm up, which is going to be Nate Pearson, and he will be activated tonight. Nate Pearson's had an up and down hill over the course of being in the big leagues, going back to AAA, being in the big leagues, whatnot. But Nate Pearson could potentially help the Blue Jays in that bullpen. Of course, no, I'm not trying to talk down on Bowden Francis. It's hard enough to pitch 2-3 days in a row, but to go 4 and whatnot, and you could see it really last night where he was missing his pitches. When he's really on rest and stuff, he's always getting his pitches in the strike zone. He's not walking guys. Last night, you could tell he was fatigued, and I don't blame the guy. They were just throwing him out there when the game was pretty much out of reach, and you're just throwing out a guy because you need to and saving everyone else. So this is more just Bowden Francis going down to AAA to get some rest. Nate Pearson coming up, being rested, could be pitching tonight depending on how the game goes. But of course, the Toronto Blue Jays need to start this series with a win. They need to get back in the win column because now they're, 3.5 games behind Texas. They're 1 or 2.5 games behind the Seattle Mariners. So we'll see how this goes. But thank you so much for tuning in to Gillis TV. I'll catch you on the next one.